This happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old Diajana Cochran, and 30-year-old Nafisa Dockery refused to get off their Frontier flight. Now, according to the arrest reports, it all started after a Frontier worker told them they would have to pay for their baggage. Investigators say that they refused and then got into an argument with the employee. After the employee told them that they would not be allowed on the plane unless they paid for their baggage, they stormed onto the plane. Deputies were called, they went onto the plane, and they told the three of them that they had to get off. Well, the arrest report states that the deputies, they asked them multiple times, but they refused. Law enforcement was then forced to have the entire plane evacuate in order to arrest this trio. And during the struggle, deputies say that Dockery spit on a woman. And we showed Frontier passengers the video of the women being escorted off the plane. Here's the reaction.
It's really crazy. Like, it's disturbing, because why are you acting like this towards the workers? I mean, you know the rules and regulations. When you read the flight, they give you all the information, the rules. You know you're supposed to pay for baggage. Why act like this? That's insane.
The group is charged with battery, trespassing after a warning, and resisting an officer.
So we had this real quick on the airplane, man. So this is why I don't like to fly lower budget airplanes. And one of the major reasons too is the quality of people that's on there. I don't like to be cheap with my flight regardless. I like the comfort of Delta or somewhere. Usually that's all I've ever flown. Other than you had Northwest Airlines back in the day, but you like the comfort of it. The people, the quality of people. I'm not saying you can't get a bad people on Delta, but the quality of people. Delta won't let you wear certain things on the airline. That, man, you know what I'm saying? And let me say this first and foremost. So they had an issue because they had to pay for bags on Frontier. They were so mad about it because they didn't have the money. All right, they didn't have the money. That's why they were so irate. You know, these Keishas be traveling without money. You know, that's why they so mad. This is why you see women get mad. Oh, man, ain't nothing. All they do is they don't want to spend no money. And, you know, that's why they get mad, because they ain't got it. Oh, y'all broke anyway because you don't want to give me no money. And that's why they get mad, because they don't have it. So I think one of them was 21, one was 26, one was 30. Allegedly, one, according to the video, one spit on one of the flight attendants and all that type of stuff. So, but when you fly, like, you got to understand, all that stuff damn near the same. When you fly Spirit and all that type of stuff, you I'm flying Spirit, but you got to pay for your bags. When you go with Delta, you get a personal item and you get a luggage item that's about that size. So that's one thing you have to understand. You know, you get those 2 free bags that can come on with you within certain size. And also with Delta, if they overbook a flight, or in a lot like American Airlines stuff, you overbook a flight or something like that, or they got too many, you know, it ain't enough space on the plane, they will actually, when you get to the gate, they will book your bag for free to accommodate you. They like, oh, we got too many people on this plane. We just book your carry-on for you. Here, anybody want to volunteer to book their carry-on? See, that's the perks that you don't really talk about. When you fly Spirit, people just being cheap. Why would you want to be cheap with your flight? The quality of people, you know, the quality of the plane, you know, the seat, the room that you got on the plane. Like, I'm good on that. I don't want to be on there with no ghetto Keishas, no ghetto Beckys, you know, going in I'm good. I don't want to be packed on a plane where I don't have it ain't really no arm and leg group. No. If I'm going to fly, I'm going to fly comfortably. And if I cannot afford to fly comfortably, I'm just not going to fly. So they you know, they did all that because they didn't have money. They didn't have it. And we go through these things where women make more money than men. They don't have it. And let's just say in the hypothetical world that women did make more money. Do y'all understand women believe money grow on trees like leaves? That is a fact. Women have no sense of how to manage money. No sense. They have no sense of saving, no sense of, you know, none of these. As soon as it come in, it's gone. They feel like they got a Virginia between their legs. That's an ATM. Or if I got a husband, I can fuck up, and this is why guys ain't getting married too, but this ain't that video. So they ain't have it. They ain't have, and then look how they dress coming on the plane. Look how y'all fucking dress. Like, come on, man. Are certain women socially unaware about what's going on? That's a question. Are certain people socially unaware? Because I think really people are. Y'all coming on with bodysuits. Why don't you dress? It ain't nothing to get a nice little hoodie, a loose sweatpants, sweatsuit, and go on the plane. Why do y'all want to wear bodysuits? Y'all wearing what you call that shit? Ghostface Killer used to wear bath robes on the plane with bonnets on. Like, are y'all not socially aware, bro? Do y'all not understand you playing into a stereotype? It's ghetto. It's nasty. You target yourself. How hard is it to get on a plane? Find a nice little hair wrap or a hat. Put a nice loose hoodie on. Y'all, and put some Crocs on or some slides on. When you flying, you really don't want to wear shoes, to be honest with you. How hard is it to do that, bro? I just want to know, how hard is it to make sure you wash your ass, make sure you ain't putting too much fragrance on when you get on the plane, and just dress regular? Y'all, come on, how hard is it? I for the life of God, I just don't understand. And then you get mad when people have gripes about, when they got gripes about your stereotype, especially black women. Oh, everybody got something against black. Stop. Hold these women accountable for acting like this and dressing like this on the plane. This is a conversation we should not have to have. If you don't have money, unless it's an emergency, don't travel. And that's one thing about it's all the same, damn near the same. Oh, I took a $60 flight. Man, I'm good. If the flight's $60 from Miami to New York, I don't want to go. I don't want to be on a plane with them quality of people, bro. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Oh man, it's only $80 from Detroit to Las Vegas. No, thank you. I don't want to go. I don't want to travel with Ghetto Rodney, and I don't want to travel with Wigga Brad and Wigga Becky. I am good, bro. I'm good. I don't want to be packed on a plane. Like, I don't understand how people be cheap. People be cheap, bro. I don't get it, bro. Cheap with your flight. And I get Spirit is the only, and this one Spirit, Frontier is worse than Spirit. Spirit is the only plane who ain't, I don't want to jinx them, ain't boop. But ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way I'm on there with that. I remember, I say this all the time when I fly. My dad, he retired from Delta, and he he used to tell me I used to fly back from school and fly. And he say, man, you got to make sure you dress appropriate. He used to wear a collar shirt. I'm like, man, it's bullshit, man, right? And I used to see that, man. I seen it was, this is like 2008, 9, 7-ish. And it was, I was on my way to school, and I used to come back and forth all the time. On to school, and these Beckies, they was employee kids at the time. They didn't let them on the plane because they had leggings on. They had leggings and a t-shirt on. This is before that it really blew up the way it did with the Lemmy Lulu Boo Boo on my Lulu Juju, whatever that is. This before it really, and I heard Sam's Club workout gear better than theirs. But hey, for those who want to, financial tip there or close tip. So yeah, man, and they ain't let them get on the plane. I ain't believe his ass till I seen it. I'm like, damn, because they had leggings on. They wasn't dressed like nasty. They just had leggings. Nah. So they had to probably go in their luggage and get some other clothes out. So yeah, they wouldn't deny you entry like a mofo, man. But hey, check out the current news playlist. Check out that. Hit the link in the description. Say find me everywhere. X, Facebook, Kid, Twitch, Instagram, the whole nine. Peace.